Good morning. All India Radio presents Morning News. Hello, I'm Sanjay Mattu. The headlines. Nation celebrates 70th Republic Day today. Main function at Rajpath in national capital. Social activist Nanaji Deshmukh, music maestro Bhupen Hazarika, and former President Pranab Mukherjee awarded Bharat Ratnas. 112 Padma Awards, including 4 Padma Vibhushan, announced. President Ram Nath Kovind describes India's pluralism as its greatest strength. Says connectivity services in the country are bringing people together as never before. Supreme Court upholds constitutional validity of insolvency laws. Union Minister Arun Jaitley hails the verdict. US President Donald Trump announces deal with the Democrats to temporarily open the government till mid-February. And in cricket, India win the toss and elect to bat in the second ODI against New Zealand at Mount Maunganui. In Australian Open tennis, Petra Kvitova of Czech Republic to take on Naomi Osaka of Japan for women's singles title. The nation is celebrating its 70th Republic Day today. The main function has been organized at Rajpath in the national capital, where President Ram Nath Kovind will take the salute of the parade and the flypast. A cultural pageant, including performances by school children, display of tableaux from different states and various ministries and departments, has also been organized. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is the chief guest at the parade this year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has extended his best wishes to the people of the country on the occasion of Republic Day. The ceremony will commence with the Prime Minister leading the nation in paying homage to the martyrs by laying a wreath at the Amar Jawan Jyoti at India Gate. The parade will start at 9:50 this morning from Vijay Chowk and proceed towards the Red Fort grounds through the Rajpath, India Gate, Tilak Marg, Bahadur Shah Zafar Marg and Netaji Subhash Marg. Multi-level security has been put in place in view of the Republic Day. Around 25,000 security personnel have been deployed across the city, and security has been beefed up at strategic locations in central Delhi. CCTV cameras and face recognition cameras have also been installed at Rajpath. Mobile hit teams, anti-aircraft guns and sharpshooters have also been deployed to keep a watch on the 8-kilometer-long parade route from Rajpath to the Red Fort, besides the nearby localities. Also, flying of paragliders, paramotors, hang gliders, UAVs, microlight aircraft, remotely piloted aircraft, hot air balloons, etc. are prohibited. This year, an all-women marching contingent of the Assam Rifles will take part for the first time, led by Major Khushbu Kanwar. The parade will be commanded by Lieutenant General Asit Mistry, General Officer Commanding Headquarters Delhi area. The main battle tank of the Indian Army, the T-90 Bhishma, Infantry Combat Vehicle Ballway Machine Picate, K9 Vajra T, M777A2 Ultralight Howitzer and the Akash weapon system will be the main draw in the mechanized columns. As this year's celebration marks the 150th birth anniversary of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, the theme of the tableau is Gandhi. 26 children, including 6 girls and 20 boys, who are awardees of the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar 2019, will also grace the occasion. Our correspondent reports that 22 tableaux, comprising of 16 from different states and union territories and 6 from ministries and departments, will display the life and ideals of Mahatma Gandhi.
Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and Saubhagya Yojana are some of the themes of the tableaus of ministries and departments. The tableau of Gujarat will depict the historic Dandi March, which was led by Mahatma Gandhi. Uttar Pradesh will showcase Mahatma Gandhi's historic journeys, particularly to Banaras and Kashi Vidyapeeth. Maharashtra will portray the Quit India movement. Andaman and Nicobar will showcase the effect Mahatma Gandhi had amongst the inmates of cellular jail in Andaman. The tableau of Karnataka depicts the historic 39th session of Indian National Congress held at Belgavi in 1924. The tableau of Delhi will showcase Mahatma Gandhi's long association with Delhi and the Birla House, which is now known as Gandhi Smriti. The tableau of Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation will demonstrate a 4-year journey of Swachh Bharat mission. With Dupendra Kumar, Sanjeev Jasrotia, AIR News, Delhi.
The grand finale of the parade will be a spectacular flypast by the Indian Air Force. All India Radio will broadcast a live commentary of the parade from Rajpath from 9:20 a.m. A special newsreel program will also be aired at 8:15 this evening on the Rajdhani channel of AIR. Social activist Nanaji Deshmukh, music maestro Bhupen Hazarika and former President Pranab Mukherjee have been awarded the country's highest civilian honour, Bharat Ratna. As per a press communique issued by the President's office, Nanaji Deshmukh and Bhupen Hazarika will be awarded with the honour posthumously. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said Nanaji Deshmukh's stellar contribution towards rural development showed the way for a new paradigm of empowering those living in the villages. In a series of tweets, Mr. Modi said songs and music of Bhupen Hazarika are admired by people across generations. The Prime Minister said Mr. Pranab Mukherjee is an outstanding statesman of our times and he has served the nation selflessly and tirelessly for decades. President Ram Nath Kovind has approved conferment of 112 Padma Awards, including 4 Padma Vibhushans, 14 Padma Bhushans and 94 Padma Shri Awards. Here's a report.
Folk artist Tijan Bai, President of Djibouti Ismail Omar Gule, industrialist Anil Kumar Manibhai Nayak and theatre actor Balwant Moreshwar Purandare will be honoured with Padma Vibhushan. Former CAG V.K. Shumlu, Akali Dal leader Sukhdev Singh Dhinsa, mountaineer Bachendri Pal and Hukumdev Narayan Yadav are among those who will be given Padma Bhushan. Journalist Kuldeep Nayyar has been honoured with Padma Bhushan posthumously. Actor Manoj Bajpayee, Prabhudeva, cricketer Gautam Gambhir, footballer Sunil Chhetri, Bombaila Devi Lashram, archaeologist K.K. Muhammad are among those chosen for Padma Shri Awards. Actor Kader Khan has been awarded Padma Shri posthumously. Tripti Srivastav, News Desk.
The President has also approved awards of 411 gallantry and other defence decorations to armed forces personnel and others. President Ram Nath Kovind has asserted that India belongs to every group, community, religion, identity and individual, as pluralism is its greatest strength and example to the world. In his address to the nation on the eve of Republic Day, Mr. Kovind said the Indian model rests on diversity, democracy and development.
India's pluralism is its greatest strength and its greatest example to the world. The Indian model rests on a tripod of diversity, democracy and development. We cannot choose one above the other. We must have all three and we will have all three.
The President said the country has been united and integrated and now it's being networked. Mr. Kovind said connectivity services in the country are bringing people together as never before.
Connectivity in the form of ports and inland waterways, upgraded railways and new metro services, national highways and rural roads, cost-effective air services to the interiors of India, and of course the surge in mobile phones and data access is bringing us together as never before. India has been united and integrated. Now it is being networked.
Concluding his address, the President said, India's republic vision is that of reaching democratic goals by democratic means, pluralistic goals by pluralistic means, enlightened goals by enlightened means, inclusive goals by inclusive means, and constitutional goals by constitutional means. The 4th edition of the Bharat Parv, showcasing the spirit of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, will begin at Red Fort in Delhi today. It will continue till the 31st of January. The Tourism Ministry said the 5-day event is a part of Republic Day celebrations and the objective of this festival is to generate patriotic fervour and promote rich cultural diversity of the country. Bharat Parv will be open for the public from 12 noon to 10 at night and entry will be free. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. The Supreme Court has upheld the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, IBC's constitutional validity in its entirety and rejected petitions challenging the bankruptcy laws. A bench of Justices R.F. Nariman and Naveen Sinha refused to tweak any of the provisions of the IBC, which was challenged in a batch of petitions filed by several companies. Justice Nariman, who penned the verdict, said the experiment contained in the code passes constitutional muster. Union Minister Arun Jaitley has welcomed the Supreme Court's decision. In a tweet, Mr. Jaitley warned that defaulters cannot get away for long. He said the upholding of the provisions that bar the defaulting promoters from bidding is both ethical and proper. In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 police personnel have sustained injuries in an ongoing encounter with terrorists at Kunmu Kru on the outskirts of Srinagar. The gunfight began between terrorists and joint security forces early this morning. Talking to AIR, Inspector General of Police SP Pani said that the encounter is still underway.
ये एनकाउंटर जो है स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन पे सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस ने लॉन्च किया था, जहां पे हमें कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन आई थी कि कुछ आतंकवादी इस एरिया में है। मैं अभी जो है काउंटर जो प्रोग्रेस पे है।
The Ministry of Culture will organize an auction of prestigious memorable gifts presented to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, which he received during his national and international visits. Talking exclusively to AIR News, Minister of Culture Dr. Mahesh Sharma said the auction program will begin tomorrow.
Our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has received so many gifts during his national and international visit, and he has dedicated all these gifts items to the nation and especially to Ma Ganga. And he has dedicated all his receipts, whichever comes from the auction of these gifts at National Gallery of Modern Art, New Delhi. All receipts will be going to Namami Gange Fund.
In Uttar Pradesh, light to moderate rains with thunder and hailstorm has brought down the temperature several notches below normal in most parts of the state. Our correspondent reports that the lightning has claimed 9 lives in the state. US President Donald Trump has announced a deal with the Democrats to temporarily open the government for 3 weeks till mid-February. The move will end the longest ever partial shutdown and enable over 800,000 federal workers to resume their job. In the second one-day international against New Zealand at Bay Oval, Mount Maunganui, India were 84-0 in 14 overs when reports last came in. Earlier, India won the toss and elected to bat first. And in Australian Open tennis, Petra Kvitova of the Czech Republic will take on Naomi Osaka of Japan for the women's singles Grand Slam title in Melbourne today. In the women's doubles, the unseeded pairing of Samantha Sturzer and Zhang Shuai won their first Grand Slam doubles title together. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Abhishek Kumar.
Thank you, Sanjay. The announcement of the Bharat Ratna Award, India's highest civilian honour, is prominently noticed on the front pages of most papers. On the award being conferred on former President Pranab Mukherjee, noted singer and musician late Bhupen Hazarika and RSS veteran late Nanaji Deshmukh, the Times of India writes, government reaches out to many Bharats with 3 Ratnas, woos Bengal and Northeast, honours sunk icon. The Asian Age notes, award announced after a gap of 4 years. Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley's comments in the backdrop of the CBI naming top bankers in an FIR against ICICI CEO and MD Chanda Kochar and her husband Deepak Kochar are widely noticed in the press. The Times of India reports, Jaitley cautions CBI against investigative adventurism. The Indian Express quotes Mr. Jaitley as writing in a blog, if we include entire who's who banking, what causes are we serving or hurting? On the legal challenge in the Supreme Court to the constitutional amendment to bring in 10% reservation in jobs and education for the economically weaker section or EWS, the Hindustan Times informs, SC refuses to stay EWS quota to assess validity. The press keenly tracks developments in the Ayodhya case in the Supreme Court. The Asian Age writes, Chief Justice of India recasts Supreme Court bench in Ayodhya case, hearing on January 29. The Times of India notes Nazir and Bhushan join 5-judge Ayodhya bench. President Ram Nath Kovind's Republic Day message is prominently noticed in all the papers. The Pioneer writes, Press urges people to perform sacred act of voting during Lok Sabha polls. And finally, the passing away of eminent Hindi writer Krishna Sobti is widely noticed in the press. In its obituary, the Hindustan Times writes, Hindi literature loses one of its leading lights. And with that, it's back to you, Sanjay.
Thank you, Abhishek. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Nation celebrates 70th Republic Day today. Main function at Rajpath in national capital. Social activist Nanaji Deshmukh, music maestro Bhupen Hazarika and former President Pranab Mukherjee awarded Bharat Ratna, 112 Padma Awards including 4 Padma Vibhushan announced. President Ram Nath Kovind describes India's pluralism as its greatest strength. Says connectivity services in the country are bringing people together as never before. Supreme Court upholds constitutional validity of insolvency laws. Union Minister Arun Jaitley hails the verdict. US President Donald Trump announces deal with the Democrats to temporarily open the government till mid-February. And in cricket, India win the toss and elect to bat in the second ODI against New Zealand at Mount Maunganui. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.